guys, it's Paul Hotspur. He'd be here doing a weirdly quiet ASMR review for Tottenham or Fulham 2, Tottenham Hotspur 0. So, and by the way, thanks to the responses for my video yesterday. But please, I'll just ask one thing. I don't need any doctor's advice on YouTube comments and things like that. I'm in a place where they know what they're doing. I don't need Dr. Facebook or anything like that. There was one guy saying, go on an all-meat diet. It's like, dude, I'm not a millionaire. Who can afford that these days? Anyway, so I got a bit of a different perspective about the game last night. For obvious reasons. So it's not going to be quite a review of the game, although some of it may be. So I came in it. Ooh, it's nice, eh? I came in here yesterday, and I wasn't given a bed until 3 a.m. Which I mean, it's no one's fault. It's just the way it is. You know what governments are like. Staff here are brilliant. They're doing their best, you know. But what it meant was that the kick-off last night was at 12:30 a.m. to midnight. And really, when the game started, not that I didn't care about the result, it really hit home to me that even if it's a crap game, or we don't play well, or we don't get a result, or whatever, hey, you know what? It's better than a lot of other things going on, well, in my life and in the world. For 90 minutes, it's just a distraction, you know? And, you know, obviously if we win, I feel like cock a hoop. And if we lose, I'm disappointed. But it's not the same disappointment that I have in like things like this and, you know, other stuff that I talk about from time to time. It's a different kind of disappointment. It's like a 24-hour, you know. You know, when I talk about YouTube channels, I kind of give them like it's up to me to judge, but like a 24-hour grace period. So if we have a bad game, they've got 24 hours. All right, go whinge and moan and get it all out of your system. Because I know I've done it as well, you know. But then, all right, you know, then we get back together, look at the next game. So from the lineup, I was quite excited to see Berrival and Gray in midfield. I thought, hey, this is cool. Let's see if Gray can cut it in midfield. And then up front we had Danso and I can hold the phone further right. Looks a bit shit, doesn't it? Well, you don't see my big fucking face though. We had Danso. We had Tell, Solanke, and Jesus, on the tip of my tongue, man. I can't remember the lineup, but there's a reason for that. Because I was watching the game on my mobile phone, and I was watching it on low bit rate to save a bit of data because I'm using the free Wi-Fi here for a bit. Don't want to chew it all up with 190 minutes of glory. And I couldn't really listen to the commentary very loud because I didn't know I was going to admit it, so I didn't bring headphones with me. So I had to have that on very quiet. But hang on, I'll just pause it a bit. Oops. Rattle. So my impression of the first half was really, it was scrappy, wasn't it? I couldn't really tell players apart, so I'm just going over the overall sort of flow of the game. It was pretty scrappy on both sides. And there were Right, hello. Click, click, click. Not sure where I left off there. So, yeah, first half was, scrappy, wasn't it? Some games are like that where teams can't quite find what they need to sort of cancelling each other out a bit, and I don't mind that kind of like phase in a game because it builds the tension of who will find their way first. I'm not really sure who found their way first because by the end of the first half, the quality painkillers were really kicking in, and so I was like. But I said this isn't really a match review. Look, I'm going to be doing these videos while I'm here from time to time. Pass the time, it's something fun to do. Hospital can be a little bit boring. It's fun doing them. It's read the comments, and there's a lounge area if it's empty sometime. I might even do a quick live stream. I don't know if that'll happen or not. So, like I said yesterday, I'm not doing this for sympathy. I don't need sympathy. I don't take too kindly to sympathy sometimes, actually. But if you're the sort of person that thinks that I am doing it for sympathy, you might as well fuck off and watch something else. This channel ain't for you, man. You're on totally different poles of the planet. So the at half time, because I was getting really sort of tired and mellow. I was just trying to find the darkest seat I could find to sort of cram myself into to just try and get a little bit of sleep. So the second half, I wasn't watching it. I only had the sound on. I did warn you. I did say in the title, it's not really a match review. It's the best I can do. So there's not a lot I could really tell because I was sort of floating a bit between worlds. And but I do bloody well remember that Ryan Sessegnon came on, and I thought, oh, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And yeah, it bloody well happens. Well, what can you do? So I'm guessing from the bits I've seen and what I heard in the second half, sounded like Spurs did put the screws on a little bit in the second half for a bit. So I'm going to hedge my bets and say that it wasn't a terrible performance by Spurs. We've heard the story before. We maybe missed a couple of chances, didn't take our opportunities, but hey, that's happening to us from time to time at the moment. But it didn't sound like terrible. Hey, well, I probably wouldn't say it was terrible anyway because I'm a one-eyed Spurs. I'm a one-cheeked Spurs fan. Actually, I did have some very funny comments. Who was it that said, "You ain't a half cheeky, Paul"? Oh dear. So yeah, puns and insults, keep bringing them on. They make me giggle. But like I say, the main thing I really got out of the game last night was no matter how they bloody played, it made my life so much better here. It really did, Of course, now there's an international break. So fuck. But it just hits home to me, and I have been finding this recently, especially since I've not been watching so much other,
She's on the way. She missed the bus.
Yeah, no matter what the performance is, there's something about the wonder of Tottenham Hotspur, by far the greatest football team the Galaxy's ever seen, that can just distract me and many others, like some of you out there, away from what's going on in your life and what's going on in the world and all that sort of stuff. And I think that's still that even though there's all the money in the game and yeah, there's a lot of it that's changed, and I could go on about the good old days, but it's still got that power and appeal to just be able to make your life a little bit better or a lot better, even if you are, if you end up a bit after the end of the game. I'd rather be about that than several other things. So, because it's temporary, only lasts till the next game now. We've got a bit of a break, I think. I haven't checked the fixture list, but so yeah, I'm not going to watch any other reviews or anything like that. I might see what Ange has to say. But for me, where I am now, just like I say, thanks Tottenham Hotspur, really. Don't care. Well done. You cheered me up for a couple of hours, so fuck it. Entertainment. Ooh. Anyway, I might do more videos or something. I mean, I'll probably get tired at some point, but hey, I'll see what pops into my mind. Till next time, folks. I can't do the thing. I have to just say peace and love, man. Peace and love. And come on, you Spurs.